Does the news of the cost of living crisis worry you even a little bit? Is it already affecting you? Do you think it might be affecting you? Do you know anyone in your family who is hugely worried about it? So this video is addressing this very important current situation today that many people are already deeply concerned about. So if you're at all concerned about this topic, stay until the end, because we're going to address not only how to get out of this situation, but how to learn to get out of any undesirable situation. So today, the goal is to see how we can minimize the effect of this current crisis by doing something that doesn't cost any money. It's very easy to do, and it will support us no matter what happens. Have you heard the phrase, according to your fate be it done unto you, by Matthew? Today we would say, by your expectations be done unto you. So what are we expecting? Today this is so important. For all day long we are hearing the cost of living crisis, the recession is at our doorstep, the inflation is going to hit us hard. So how can we expect anything but what we are hearing everywhere around us? And if we are expecting this, aren't we creating it? So here are the answers to these questions. And if you're interested how to turn not just this situation around and create positive outcomes, but any such adverse situation, please stay until the end. We're going to run a little checklist. And also, you might want to replay this video a few times because it is quite chock-a-block of information. It's bottom heavy. So you might just need to pace yourself. Sorry. So as you recall from before, how our brains function is that they are biased towards seeing and hearing information that are in line with what we already have in our belief system. Our subconscious reflects back to us what we have in our beliefs. We are seeing the world around us through the filter of our subconscious mind. And at the same time, what is currently not in our belief system, we classify as impossible, fantasy, fake news, unrealistic, but it is impossible for any of us to achieve, accomplish, manifest anything that we don't think is possible. For each one of us is bound by the expectations of our subconscious mind. According to your fate, be it done unto you. As Neville Goddard said, nothing comes from without. Everything comes from within, from our subconscious mind. So if we have buried deep down that we're not aware of beliefs of lack, scarcity, hardship, struggle, hearing any news that brushes on those topics will immediately trigger our subconscious mind, bring up the beliefs that confirm the situation. That way, reinforcing our views of lack, scarcity, hardship, struggle. So what happens when your subconscious brings up the beliefs that you have that are confirming the situation? You feel 100% right to feel worried about it. And so those thoughts are now fueled by our feelings of worry, anxiety, stress, concern. And the stronger our feelings are, more convinced we are that this is the reality of the situation. We hear it on the news, we think it, we feel it, we believe it, we manifest it. But you're going to say, of course, but the looming crisis is real. The costs are already gone up, right? I can see it everywhere. Yes, that may be true, but remember one thing. We don't have a control over external world, but we definitely have control over our internal world. We have a choice how we feel. And as Neville Goddard said, feeling is the secret. The most important thing in how we create our world is how we feel on the inside. Not what's happening on the outside, how we feel on the inside. So how do you not let the financial crisis affect you? First and foremost, before you do anything, you must accept that you have a choice. You have a choice. We have a choice. We all have a choice. We don't have to accept the external world as given. No, we don't. For we believe we don't have a choice. We blame the outside world for our situation, and we feel that it is more powerful than us. But the truth is that no situation makes us feel a certain way. Our reaction to it does. And remember, your reaction is fueled by these hidden beliefs that you may have from a long time ago. They're not serving you anymore. So what hurts us more than any adverse situation in the outside world is our feelings and thoughts about it. For better our internal world is, our thoughts, our beliefs, and our feelings the better our performance is in the outside world. Our decision making, our action, our performance. Neville Goddard said, because of your belief in the external world, you give it power. Realize yourself the power that you mistakenly given to the outside world. This is so powerful. Realize yourself the power that you mistakenly given to the outer world. For what's more, nothing exists with a power of its own. It only has the power we give it. Events happen and stay happening as long as we give them attention. Therefore, take your attention away from the world you don't want to experience and put it into your internal world, the one you do want to experience. So here is the choice to make for yourself. Either you keep your focus on the current situation, on the cost of living, on the expenses you have to pay, because it feels safer to do so. But in the circumstances as such, focusing on the crisis, on the negative, is about the least productive thing you can do. Or number two, you decide that worry and stress and anxiety is not what you want to be living. You decide you can do it better. You decide to focus on your well-being and that of your loved ones. Remember, your subconscious mind will accept whatever you believe in, whether it's right or wrong, and it will project back to you the world you built internally. So here are the 3 things to do to mitigate negative effects of this situation. Number 1, identify the source of the supply of negative information and limit it to absolute minimum. Number 2, look at your life. What has been going well for you until the crisis hit? You still have a steady job? Great. Number 3, now start building your own reality from there. Create the stream of your own thoughts, your own words, your own beliefs, regardless of what's out there. Design the life you want to live. Use what's already gone right as the foundation and build up from there. So you have a steady job, you can go, I'm earning enough for my family. I've been with this company for many years and they appreciated me there. I could even get a pay rise. I could even get a promotion. We might even have some money spare. We might even have some extra money in the future. I think we can get through this safely. We were always smart about money. We will have enough. Put your own words in there, but don't go too crazy because your subconscious might reject it. So build in steps. Make sure that you believe each one of those. Don't go. For that, you can watch the other video that we made on that. And continually affirming those beliefs will create your subconscious accordingly. And you know what happens then, right? The subconscious projects your life back into you. Affirming continuously and building up in the right direction will reprogram your subconscious mind to give you that world, no matter what's happening around it. Your subconscious doesn't know. It only knows what you tell it. So tell your subconscious what you want, not what you're worried about. And don't look back. So what do you do when you're feeling challenged, when your friends are onto you about warning you about this looming situation that you're not taking seriously? What do you do then? As Neville Goddard says, to be conscious of being poor while praying for the riches will not do it. You have to create the conscious of abundance, prosperity, luck, fortune. So what do you do when you come across these negative views that are just overwhelming? For Florence Scovel said, in demonstrating our good, must look away from negative appearances. So look away, change the channel, change the topic, and reaffirm in your head, no, we will sail through this crisis. Yeah, they might be talking about it, but no, we're not doing that. We're not doing crisis. We're doing prosperity. Hold steadily to your constructive thoughts. Don't let them go. Don't let them go. You have the authority. This is so very important. Protect your internal world. Protect your internal world. And there is plenty of scientific research done to show belief modulates performance. So you only need to take care of your beliefs. Do not let anything sway you away from your path. No matter how convincing it sounds, you know what you're doing and you know why you're doing it. Dare to believe the power of your assumption and watch the world play its part to fulfillment. So how do we go even further? How do we create prosperity and abundance? Neville Goddard said that our internal world is built on our focus, our intent, our emotions, coupled with our imagination and empowered by our beliefs. So these 5 make the whole difference no matter what's happening out there. We can only receive abundance and prosperity if it's already in our mind as a reality. So in order to create abundance and prosperity instead of struggle and lack, do the following. Firstly, always check your emotional state first. Your words, easy to do, often overlooked. Your thoughts, it takes some vigilance to monitor your thoughts, but it's like building a muscle. After a while, you just become stronger and external things don't affect you anymore. Your focus, are you focused on the problem or on the solution? Keep your focus on the solution. What you're creating, not the problems that are out there in the external world. And my favorite, build up the good vibrations. And my favorite, build up the good vibrations. Express gratitude continuously for the smallest things. Just express it, see it, find it, be grateful for it, feel grateful for it. Number 2, be generous for others, be giving for others, give them your attention, give them your love, give them your likes, give them your shares. It really contributes to your vibration, and you know what happens when you are vibrating high? That is who you are, that is what you're attracting, that is your reality. And above all, you must be willing to live in a world of possibilities, of abundance, of prosperity. So here is the little checklist how to create abundance and prosperity in the times of financial crisis or any crisis such nature. If you know anyone who's worried about the current financial crisis, please share the video with them. It's really important that we touch as many people as possible in a positive way and help them get through this situation. So it was, again, a little instant manifestation. If you don't mind me sharing, what happened is I was brushing my teeth and I kept thinking how wonderfully inspired I am to give my audience the best possible video so they can make a difference to their lives. I finished brushing my teeth, I came back to the bedroom, I immediately was drawn to a bookshelf. It's full of books of all kinds. And the book I went for is called The Checklist. So here is your checklist. It makes sense. There was quite a lot of information today, so I thought we're just going to put it in checklist so you can run it through your mind whenever you need it. So here it goes. Number 1, am I entertaining negative thoughts of any nature? Number 2, have I limited exposure to any negative news and information? Number 3, am I feeding worry or am I feeding abundance with my regular thoughts? Number 4, what are my predominant feelings right now? Number 5, am I grateful for every little thing in my life? Number 6, am I generous to others? Am I giving to others? If you feel related to issues discussed today, please leave your comment below. If you know anyone who is worried about the situation, please share this video with them. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Take care of yourselves.